Dude, a freaking rocket launcher, yeah! Literally the best present you could get for Christmas is a freaking rocket launcher, my dudes. So over the weekend, we got a really awesome little teaser for an upcoming weapon here in Second Extinction. This beast of a rocket launcher looks really awesome, and I can't wait to use this thing to blow up many dinosaurs. But let's talk about this little teaser here, because there's some information we can glean from it, and then also I'd like to put out just some hopes and wishes for the rocket launcher, and we'll find out if me and the devs are having some same energy here. So first things first, let's watch this trailer, and then let's talk about it.
Peggy 16.
Jingle bells, raptors smell, blow them all away. Oh, what fun it is to sleigh with a rocket in their face. In your face, Raptor. Pre-season 2 starts soon.
So as per usual, we're getting that soon TM. But this is pretty awesome, my dudes. So let's talk about, first off, some information that we can gather from this very short snippet here. So first things first, it looks like Trooper class heroes here in Second Extinction will be able to use the rocket launcher, which is really awesome. One of the things in Second Extinction that is a blessing and a curse is the fact that Amir gets the grenade launcher and nobody else does. So now we'll be able to have a proper explosive weapon outside of the explosive ammunition for the carbine that will be useful for other characters. And this is huge because Amir, as lovable as he is as a guy, is super soft. So he gets killed pretty easily. So it'll be really nice seeing the utility and crowd control of an explosive weapon come to the tankier units like the troopers, and maybe even come to Rosie herself. Now, one thing that we can kind of gather from this is that there also is 6 little rocket holes for the rocket launcher. And so that means that we can kind of assume that a typical quote-unquote magazine for this rocket launcher is going to be probably 6 rockets per magazine. And the kind of final thing that we can look at is the size of the explosion that you get from a single rocket, which seems to be a relatively tame, kind of small vicinity explosion, which goes hand in hand with what we saw with our patch, like 2 patches ago here in Second Extinction, where the grenade launcher was actually nerfed with its explosion radius. So they don't want us to be having explosions that are absolutely massive and destroying every single dinosaur on the field, but still with enough relative size to be worthwhile as crowd control. Now, realistically, there isn't a ton of other information that we could gather from this little clip here, but there are some wishes that I have here for the rocket launcher in Second Extinction, so hear me out, my dudes, and let's see when the rocket launcher gets added, if these features are actually a part of the rocket launcher. Now, first things first are the skills and perks that we could potentially see for the rocket launcher itself. Now, one of the perks that I would like to see is actually the ability to increase the size of the blast radius. I think that that would be really great to see as like an end tier perk that you could unlock for the rocket launcher, just to kind of have the opportunity for the players that want to see the big boom to actually get to see the big boom from the rocket launcher. And another thing that I think would be pretty awesome to see would be like full auto rocket launcher fire. Of course, with only 6 rockets in a magazine, that means that the rate of fire would have to be pretty slow and, not super fast, so that way you aren't burning through the magazine faster than you can actually reload the magazine. But it would be really awesome still to see some sort of full auto mode for this thing, so that you could just unleash absolute hellfire on the dinos. Again, it would be really awesome to see something like that work as kind of like an end tier perk, so that way you would have to really grind to unlock that perk, but the moment you have it, you would then be able to kind of customize your play with the rocket launcher. And then lastly, it would be really awesome to see an upgrade for the rocket launcher that doubles the amount of rockets you can carry, so that way, if you want the rocket launcher to be your main weapon, you don't have to go off and resupply every 5 minutes because you've run out of rockets. So maybe we could see the typical deep pockets kind of perk where you would get an increase on the amount of rockets that you can carry at a time, but then maybe some kind of end tier thing where it's like even deeper pockets or something like that that would significantly increase the amount of rockets that you could carry at a given time. And then for skins, it would be pretty awesome to see both the chrome skin and the autumn camo skin come to the rocket launcher, because just for me, those are my two favorite skins in the game, so it would be pretty cool to see. But yeah, those are just kind of my hopes for the rocket launcher. Do you dudes have any hopes for the rocket launcher? Any of you dudes still playing Second Extinction at this point in time? Or are you waiting for things to pick up? Let me know in the comments down below. But for now, let's get absolutely hype. Preseason 2 is apparently coming soon, TM.